What is going on, guys, and welcome back to Jumps and Spots on Comeback. This is probably my favorite map out of every single map in Advanced Warfare, and that's mostly because it is really fast for gameplay, and it's just so much fun to play on, and that's why I love it. Most of the spots on this map, and there are absolutely a ton, but most of them are great for objective-based game modes, but are extremely useful for anything like free-for-all, team deathmatch, anything like that. So what I'm going to be showing you is the spots that I like to use in Domination, but they also can apply to Capture the Flag or anything else that you guys would like to play. So we're going to start off on this side of the map. This is probably like the primary main spawn point of this map. The other one is on the back opposite corner of this map, all the way over there. If you played on this map before, you'll know where they are. So we're going to start off over here. So when you're playing Domination, you have your A flag over here, and if you spawn in this area over here, if you're going to want to go over and you're just going to want to cap this right away. Once you have it capped, what you can do is go up on top of this ledge here, and if let's just say you kind of want to protect your flag, you can go up on top of this ledge here. You can go to the corner here, and let's say you have a sniper or you have a pistol like the one I have right here. You can see people all the way on the other side of the map. So if they run through that door right there, or if they jump off the top of that roof, you can take them out just like that. Bang bang. Really useful. Also, you can go over to this little part, this middle area of this ledge, and you can see all the way to that ledge on the other side over there. So if people are up there sniping from over here, you can take them out just like that. Very useful. Also, if you want to capture this A flag and you are spawning from over there and you get over here and you want to capture the A flag, what you can do is you can lay down on the very edge here, and as you can see, you can cap the flag just like that. So if somebody is coming from over here and they want to take you out because you're capping their flag, they're not going to look up on that ledge. They're going to come around this corner and they're going to look directly on the flag because they're not going to expect you to be up there. They're going to expect you to be sitting right in the middle of the flag. So if you're up here and you're camping it out on this little side here, you can take them out very easily. They're not even going to know that you're up there, and then you'll have that flag in no time. So now if we move over to the top of this roof over here, most of the roofs on this map have these little grate things here that you can go behind if you're getting shot at for cover. Other than that, they're not used that much of a use. I mean, you can go on top of them, but other than that, you can't really use them for much. What I would suggest doing though is going up on top of this little blue chair here, and you can use this here as cover, and you can also use this thing as cover. And what you can do is just kind of like sit up here, and then you can take out people who are on top of that ledge there, and you can also see to the roof over here and then in that room there. So if you want some extra cover, just go up on top of this little blue chair, and then these things will help protect you. Those are pretty useful. Now let's move on down to this little area down here. I don't really know what you'd call it, but a lot of people when they're down here, they want to get up on top of this roof here. When they do it, they jump up like that. You can't get up that way. What I see people doing is I see them running around this edge here and then jumping up that way, which takes a lot longer, and then you're more vulnerable to being taken out. So some things that are extremely useful that almost nobody knows about is you can jump up on top of these little things here, these air vents, and that's what they're meant for doing, is you jump up on top of them and then you can get up on top of the roof. So if you go like this, you can jump up on top of this thing, climb up, and then you can get up on top of the roof. It's a lot quicker than having to go all the way around and then getting up on top of the roof. Same thing applies for that one here. So if you're coming from this area here, you just kind of run in, double jump up, and then you can climb up on top of it, and you're up on top of the rooftop. Very useful. Now we're going to move on over to this area here, which is an extremely high contact area. So if there are enemies in this area here, it is really easy to lock this area down. So you can just kind of sit here, take people out coming through that door. Same thing applies for sitting here and taking people out who come through that door. So if you want to get up into this area and you want to take those people out, don't run through the door here. What I suggest doing is running and jumping up onto this ledge up here, and then you can take them out just like that. They won't even expect you to come up through there. Very useful. And then once you get into this area, what you can do is you can go inside this little bathtub thingy here, and you can just wait for people to come through this doorway here and then take them out just like that. Same thing applies for if they want to come through that doorway here. You can just take them out like that too, because you cannot get shot through this thing, which makes it excellent. Also, another huge gem that almost nobody ever uses or completely knows about is you can go inside these bush things here, lay down into these little bushes, and you are completely hidden. So if you're playing Infected or if you're playing any kind of game mode, lie down in these bushes. You cannot get seen at all, and you can see through them, which is incredible. So if somebody's running through this area, bang bang, they're dead. Beautiful, excellent spot. We're going to move over to here. So instead of running through this door and then running up those stairs, or running through this door and getting taken out by anybody on top of that little rooftop there, what you can do is you can jump up on top of these doors. Same thing that was in Ascend, the very first map. So they had a couple doors that you could get up on top of, but yeah, you can get up on top of these little doors, and then you can see almost the entire top of that little area up there. So if anybody's up there, you can kill them from here. But what you can do is you can shoot out this little window, and then you can double jump up onto this window here, and then you can see the entire top of that rooftop. And then you can also see almost to the back of the C flag over here, where anybody would spawn in if they were on this little side of the map. So you can take people out who come from that spawn point too, and then you can also kind of somewhat see to that rooftop over there. But if you back up a little bit, you can also jump up onto this ledge, and this ledge, my God, ladies and gentlemen, you can see all the way to the very, very back of that roof. You can see pretty much that entire roof, part of that window right over there where that little area is, and then you can see all the way to the back of where the C flag and then this spawn point is, which is an extremely useful spot. You can also sit up here, take people out if they come through that window there, and also if they run through that door down there. Also, another thing you can do is if you're trying to get into this area here, instead of running straight through the door and getting shot by people who are in here, what you can do is you can climb up on top of these boxes, then you can jump up on top of this ledge, go over to this side of the ledge. Whoops, I completely fell off. I'm just going to completely redo this. So you can get up on top of this ledge, you can go over to this side of the ledge here, and then you can just sit up here and you can take him out like that. But if you're going to do that online, you're going to want to go a lot quicker than what I just did. Okay, now we're going to talk about this area in here. So a lot of people, they like to run from here, just run right through there. People like to run up these steps and then run and jump up on top of that rooftop there. So if there's people up there, what I'd suggest doing is instead of running up onto those stairs and just running up there, or jumping like an AWOL little noob who wants to just get as many kills as possible, what I'd suggest doing is jumping up on top of these boxes here, using this as cover, and then you can get way more kills than you would if you were just to run and jump up over there and then just get taken out just like that. So use this stuff to your advantage because it is extremely helpful. Same thing applies with running and going through here. Instead of running and gutting, I suggest going up on top of these boxes like this, and then jumping up onto this ledge and using this box as cover, so you can take people out if they're camping in the back of that corner. You can also level out the shooting plane if anybody is on top of this little rooftop up here. Then from here, you can just kind of get up on top of the roof. And as you guys can see, we have these little grate things here. I have no idea what these things are called, so I'm just calling them grate things. You can also use these things as cover if you want to sit behind them and then just kill people from there. Not that useful. I mean, you can use them if you're getting shot at, but other than that, not a lot of people use them that much. But if there are people up here and you're coming from this area down here, what I suggest doing, this is probably like the piece de resistance of this map. So usually people like to go up on top of this area. They like to sit up there and they like to snipe out, especially when they spawn on the back side of the map. So if you're running from here, what I suggest doing is double jumping, getting into this corner here. Then what you can do is double jump, dash into this little corner here, and then you can take people out just like this. They won't even know that you're going to be in this corner. And then also if you stand up like this, you can see, and you can just take people out like that too. It is extremely hard to kill people that are in this corner because you have this area as cover and you have this little thing as cover. I'll show you guys if I go over to this side of the this little side of the roof here. You can see there is like probably about a foot of shooting space that you can actually kill the people through if they're in that corner there. So unless somebody has extremely amazing accuracy, they're not going to be able to kill you. You're probably going to get almost 100% of the kills just by sitting in this corner here. Now we're going to move on to this little green building. So as you know, you have these windows that you can jump up into. Same with that window right there. And then also this ladder over here, if you want to go stealth, you don't want to use your exo and don't want to make the sound, you can just jump and climb up this ladder here. But another thing you can do is you can double jump off the ladder and you can get up on top of this sign here. I don't really know what you would use this sign for. I mean, maybe if you want to snipe from up here, you want to snipe people off from this little area here, take them out from that roof. Other than that, I mean, this would be a pretty cool spot if you're going to play Infected or anything like that, because you could just kind of sit up here. Not a lot of people would know you're up here, but other than that, I wouldn't really suggest using it that much. Then you can go inside this roof here. So that is pretty much it for the outside of the map. Now we're going to move to the inside of the map. So with the inside of the map, when you have your B flag here, a lot of people, they like to camp in these corners and just wait for people to come through these doors. So you can camp in these corners as well. Same thing applies with those corners over there and that one right there. What I'd suggest doing, instead of going AWOL and just run and gunning through those doorways, I'd suggest using these ledges to your advantage, climbing up on top of them, and then you can see into these corners and you can just take people out from there. Same thing as if you jump around the corner here, get up on top of this ledge, you can see into that corner there and you can can take them out. They won't even expect you to be up on those ledges. They're not going to expect you to come from there. They're going to expect you to come from the ground. Same thing applies with this one here. You can climb up on top of it and then use it as cover as well. If I can get up there. There you go. So you can see you can shoot all the way through there, and then you can go over to this side and you can get into that. See that little corner there too. So that's really useful. Also with this B flag here, another thing you can do, instead of just sitting in this corner like this, which leaves you pretty vulnerable, what I suggest doing is double jumping up and going on top of this little what are these things called? Come on, Brennan. You can figure out what these things are called. Nope, handrails. That's it. So if you jump up on top of these handrails, then it just kind of gives you a little bit more cover because you have this big barrel thing here. Then you can take people out from those doorways if they're running through. Not a lot of people will expect you to be up on top of these things, so you can move to the side and you can take people out like that too. So that's pretty much it. One other thing that I did just remember is you can jump through these windows just like that. Not that useful. A lot of people know that. But other than that, this is one of my favorite maps. Just like I said before, there's quite a bit of jumps and spots. Use every single one of these things to your advantage because they will help you out a ton if you guys want to. Then that is pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have not done so already, leave a like on this video and go ahead and click on that subscribe button because it helps me out a ton. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I kind of screwed up like probably about 50 times, but other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.